They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
They're eating the ferns. But who is? It happens an awful lot. Although I've found numerous fern species with signs of having been eaten, this footage adds to the list. Bracken, and now we know who done it. Now it's dramatically clear that he favours hogweed. But he'd already been munching an adjacent golden scaly male fern, Dryopteris affinis, a species often found nibbled by deer both roe and red. And next he turned his attention to a lady fern, Atherium filix femina. Note that to his right are the stumps of other fern fronds already chewed almost to ground level, and they're of the American sensitive fern, Onoclea sensibilis. Roger Cottis recorded these fine videos in and adjacent to his Isle of Skye garden. During the winter of 2017, red deer scoffed many of the ferns, both naturally occurring and some specials that I'd donated. The devastation was severe. Other than those species filmed actually being eaten were Dryopteris willichiana, here in the foreground, then shown in its intact and profoundly nibbled state. Nearby we planted this gorgeous crested variety of Dryopteris affinis. Our wild native fern, Dryopteris borreri. And finally, the exotic Chilean hard fern, formerly known as Blechnum chilense. Roger sadly examining the result of overnight deer browsing in the garden. The deer seemed to find the spent fertile fronds particularly tasty. Then, a couple of years later, this plant was killed when the region was hit by a severe frost. Fortunately, I was able to donate a couple of small offshoots from my also frost-damaged plant, and now they're thriving. Succulence, as in the Chilean fern, is definitely a deer preference. In winter, if they can get their lower front teeth to scrape at them, they will attempt to eat the unfurled fronds. Most of the work done by ungulate teeth is chewing and grinding with the molars. Deer have front teeth only in the lower jaw, just a tough dental pad on the upper, so if any biting or scraping is to be done, it's only with the lower teeth. That's well illustrated here, where fern frond buds have been scraped up and swallowed by a hungry red deer during the winter. Although the deer seem to eat just about any fern, when they have the choice, they avoid the less robust, such as the common and Borers male ferns, while selecting the golden scaly male fern, of which there is significantly more to eat. Also, it's winter green, while the others die back in November and December and rapidly become unpalatable. Animals find uses for ferns other than food, for instance bedding in the den. Badgers will line their set with dry vegetation as bedding, and that is often dead bracken. A badger set surrounded by abundant available dead bracken. Inside a set, the bedding clearly includes bracken. And here she is, dragging dead bracken down into the set. Otters also line their holt with vegetation, random fresh fern fronds and grass in this video.